Had a rail car come in today that's a little bit older car. Size I used to see very commonly. I don't see nearly as much these days. And that's a 5,851 cubic foot car. This one's lettered for Chevron Phillips, CHPX. So it was before the merger, when it was just Chevron, back in '91 was built. And it's that 5,851 cubic feet. Where is it? Yeah, 5851. Made up of 4 compartments. The 2 end compartments are 1,619 cubic feet. 2 center compartments are 1,306 cubic feet. It has Youngstown steel door type vents. So these are single handle vents. I think they're superior to the other typical single handle vent from EDSCO. EDSCO valves, they leak a lot. They come with a little vinyl piece in there supposed to keep it from leaking, and half the time I'm finding these vinyl pieces laying around like they come out. You don't know what car they come out of. I mean, it's not a great design. Now this is being an older car design. Yeah, it's got the more enclosed end to newer cars. Here's a newer car, and they don't have steel all the way to the end of the car down here. This one has a little bit of a break. Opens up there and breaking the steel on the side. But it drops in like you would typically expect on a covered hopper car, with you're running the material down to the center where that unload vent is. So really you've got these lines. That's where the material inside are sitting on that, and it leads down to that center where it gets narrower and narrower so you get all the material out of the car. Another thing about this older design car, you notice the long metal rod for the brake gear to get from one end of the car to the other. That's something you don't see as much on newer cars. In fact, on a lot of newer cars, the sill beam tends to be a little bit wider because of the, I imagine it's because of the stuff being in the sill beam. Take a look at this car here and see how much deeper that sill beam is on that Trinity Rail modern car. This is a Trinity car, but that's Trinity Rail, which is what the reformed company became in 2008 or whenever they started back up. Whereas this is older design, like I said, this was built in '91. And one of the things I'm curious about on this car is it had a repaint job, but when I looked, they do a pretty good job on repaint jobs of putting the same information that was on the original car. And I also found some pictures of other cars in this series, and they also had this on here with CCC. And I kind of looked for what made sense, why a Trinity rail car would say CCC. I figured it was the location it was built at. So looking at the list of Trinity facilities, and also it ended up looking at companies they had merged with over the years. And it turned out they had bought a lot of Pullman Standard assets in '84. Pullman Standard, I guess, went out of the rail car business for a lot of, I don't know, completely in '84 or if they took part of the business. But anyhow, there was this, I don't know if this is why it says CC on there, but there was something like a Chickasaw car company that Pullman Standard had owned in, I want to say Alabama or something. It was actually listed as one time one of the largest car building facilities in the U.S. So I'm wondering if this was built there, and that's what the CCC refers to. Because the other locations for Trinity Rail, Saginaw, Texas, Fort Worth, Texas, I didn't see anything that would relate to the initial CCC. Maybe there is something else out there. You know what CCC is on Trinity rail cars from the early 90s? Why that's on some of them? Let me know in the comments. Maybe I'll learn something. Anyhow, bye for now.